How do you think your parents would react if you brought me home as your partner?
My God.
That's funny.
Wow. That I was not expecting that.
Show me something around you right now that would make me understand your current state of mind better.
I'm in a bathroom, but for some reason I have like minestrone soup with me, and I also have.
That's bad.
You never know when you want some soup, man. Even if you're on the toilet.
So this is a wall of Postit Notes,
Wow,
and
that looks amazing.
for example, each one of the pink labels is something really important that happens at the beginning or an end of a section of the story.
It's a snapback, and what I love about it is what it says on the front. I don't know if you can see the word.
Is that to strengthen unity? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's the word is tugama.
Mm-hmm.
It's from the Burundian language. It means strength and unity.
When was the last time you felt vulnerable with someone, and what did you learn from it?
My great-grandfather died almost 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm lucky to have known him because my family is very young. He died when he was 86 years old, and my mother is 66, so I'm very fortunate to have known him.
Yeah.
But he had lung disease, and he had sometimes he had like only 60% oxygen.
Okay.
So he chose for euthanasia, which is legal in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I got to have that final conversation with him and see him, and it was really, really nice. And when he just chose for it, it only took like 2 weeks to process the request, and he was so calm the last 2 weeks. It was a really beautiful thing to see, because before he would always fight it when he was out of breath and feel upset about it. And those final 2 weeks, he was just
At
at
peace.
peace with it, you know?
Being in the hospital when my mom was dying and realizing that that there's no playbook, there's no script for how to feel. I had some last things to say to my mom. My mom was not responsive, really, but I still had to say them while nurses and doctors are coming in and doing the very necessary things that they need to do to take care of my mom and the other members of my family. There was never any fewer than like 4 people besides my mom, members of my family, and I had to move forward and say what I wanted to say, and I had to say it in a way that was mindful of the fact that they were hurting and vulnerable too. And I did that a long way from perfectly. I did. I'll never know how well or poorly a job I did, but it was time to be vulnerable. I did the best I could.
Let's not using our twindom to kind of excuse not using other like relational tools that you have to use with everyone else in your life.
Which like, I don't think any of us have intentionally not, but I think as we get older and we begin having intentional relationships with other people, that's what I've seen. I'd really like to be able to know you better, to know how to support you in different aspects of your life. Because I think there are times that you want advice, but there's times that you just want like to vent and hear process and me repeat it back to you and be like, is this what you mean? So that you can go verbalize it to someone else or to yourself differently. And
I wanted to share with 2 of my best friends like what I really
was thinking that what I'm dealing with in terms of mental issues, and I really wanted to talk to them about that. So I'm not someone who easily talks about how I'm feeling, but thanks to the lockdown, I made that happen, and it actually helped me because now I see it differently, and I mean, I know that I can count on them, even though I knew it before, but like they were happy that I shared that with them, and so I'm happy that I did.
I'm
And
happy you did as well.
yeah,
That's,
so yeah,
that's beautiful.
That's a good thing.
It's one of my motivational tools that I use to say, you know, I wouldn't be able to talk, period, if it wasn't for the grace of God. I don't know if you're a Christian or not, but you know, if it wasn't for the grace of God and his healing, I wouldn't even be able to talk. Now I'm a chatterbox. I will talk your ears off, like, because I love people, you know what I'm saying? I love being in conversation. And I try to tell my friends, you know, if you were to ask me, you know, do you prefer text or talking? I prefer talking because when you speak words, there's life attached to them and there's more feeling with them. Like you could text somebody and say, I love you. But when you say I love you to somebody, there's more feeling with it. And you feel that in your soul.
Hey guys, it's Melanie from The Skin Deep. Thank you so much for watching. I'm currently on the set of The End, and if you want to support our videos and help us make more, please check out our link on Patreon. And if you want to watch more videos, check it out below. Thanks.